Say good morning, Lucy. Lucy, morning. Good morning. New day. Plans for the day, Steve. We are
filling the kettle up.
Filling the kettle up, which Steve's doing now. So, stop tap. We've got to get a 10mm bonding down to this stop tap, which is in here. So we just need to make this a little bit bigger, and then we should be able to rod down through our boxing upstairs because it's a direct drop. So what we have is, I've just picked up some bits for James for wiring. So I've picked up some 10mm for the shower, 5 meters of that, and then I've picked up some 10mm bonding for the services, so bonding to the water for the board. We've also got a new Hager board. So a nice new Hager board. It's really oversized for what we need. We're only putting 3 supplies in it. So we've got one for the shower, which is on a 32 amp breaker, and then we've got a 16 amp breaker because we've got a electric towel rail, and then we've also got a 6 amp for lighting circuit and extractor. This house does actually need a rewire, so we're literally, I think funds have got to an end, so we need to do our bit to make it right. But we've also gone for a bigger board, so in the future when it does come down to it, because this is a rewirable because it's old fuse wire, there's actually one board up there and this one here, so it is a rewirable board, and it does need a rewire because there are some bits of rubber still in the floor. So we're going to do our bit to make our bit safe, obviously following new regulations with bathrooms and bits and pieces. So we're going to make our bit right. So we've got to try and squeeze a board in here, and then in the future, when they go to rewire the house, there's enough ways on that board for them to bring everything else in. So that's the plan with that. Got some other bits, just some gland nuts, tail pack, just some surface mount stuff, because we need to put a isolator in for the shower and an isolator in for the extractor and a light switch. So that's what we've got going at the moment. I'm actually going to put these cable drops in for James just to save them some time for when he does come, because like I said previous video, we are quite far away. It's quite a long drive and it's a lot to get in. So we're going to put the bonding in because I'm still stuck at the moment on what we're doing with this situation. I'm also going to pull the 10mm through the shower, which is a really short run because the shower's here. We've got an attic here. We can literally just pull it over, and the board's literally the other side of the room, other side of the wall. So that's where we are with that. I'm just going to get some stuff in to start doing those things, and then I've actually got my head cam today, so I'm going to try and show a little bit more of what we're actually doing, and hopefully get a little bit better footage, because as my mother said, it's crap. So she says. So we'll try, and I'll do my best and try and improve. So yeah, right. First things first, we'll get a coffee on the go, and then we'll pull some cables through. So see you in a little bit. Right, shift some stuff out of the way because I need to make this hole a bit bigger because I can't actually get in there. So what we're going to do, there is an old bonding strap there. We're just going to make it as neat as we can. Apparently that's level, but it doesn't look level. We just take it over to there. Just cut out the easy, make sure there's nothing behind. There's a piece of wood there. We'll see what we can get. The reel, mate. I don't think my rods would be long enough. No, just grab my electrical box as well, mate. Alright, so that's what we got. I don't know if I'm going to get down to that, to be honest. So we might have to... how am I going to get that down to there? I was hoping I can come down in the cavity where the cable's running and pick it up, but I might have to pop a couple of these panels off just so we can get to it. So I'll go upstairs, I'll chuck a rod down, see how far we can get, and hopefully it'll be a nice easy pull, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm hoping, because this is our main cold coming in here, it's coming up from downstairs, I'm hoping I can just drop a rod down and it's pretty much directly underneath that. I mean, it's a little off to the left, but I'm hoping I can just rod down through and just pull the bonding up. So let's give it a try. Right, we've managed to get a bit of rod down. I've just pushed it up and Steve just managed to grab it upstairs, which is great because that means we don't have to surface anything. We can hide it in the wall cavity. Well, because the wall's like studded off, so which is pretty good. So that's nice and easy, and it's Steve. Cool. Yeah, so Steve's just got the other end. We're going to tape it to it, pull it down, then we've got a bonding in, which is great. So hopefully, if I wind this up, we should have a cable on the end of it. Like that. Nice. Snip that off. I'll cut that off in a minute. Right, that's plenty enough, Steve. That's enough. Yeah, and then we've just got to, I'm just going to poke a hole out and just, because I think there's timber in here. We might be able to get it around actually. Oh yeah, we'll get it around there. So I'll just push that through now, bring it back through this hole, and we can cut this old bonding off because there's only a 4mm in there, and then we'll clean this bit of copper up. And then change the strap and just I'll terminate it for James as well quickly. Right, I just left Steve to feed that bonding through to get it to the stop tap. Sorry, it's a little bit dark in here. We don't have any lights, and Steve's just stole my torch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop this shower off and then pull the 10mm up on that draw cable that I put in. So then we can, I'm just running drops for James just so it speeds up his day and we can get it done a little bit faster, because I'm stuck from what I can do at the moment because I can't get hold of the customer and the number that she left me, but she's not actually living here at the moment because this is her only bathroom, so she's moved out for the week basically. So until I can get hold of her, she said she was popping in today, so hopefully it's not going to be too long. But until we can get hold of her, we're kind of stuck on what we can do. So why not, you know, help a fellow electrician out. He's a good friend, so I like to help him as much as I possibly can, to be honest. He does a lot for me. So he helps me out too. He always returns the favour. He's such a nice guy, which you'll see when he gets here, which won't be today. It'll be in a day or two. I think he's coming on Friday. It's currently Wednesday today, but his next availability is Friday, so which is fine. So yeah, just tape this up. Make sure there's plenty on here, because the last thing I want this to do is pull off, because then we'll be stuck. And hopefully this pulls through quite easily. Should do. It should come through quite easily. I know it's quite a thick cable, but I'd left a pretty big opening for it, so I've just got to get a set of steps so I can climb up in the attic quickly and just see if I can fit through that loft hatch, to be honest, because I've put on a few pounds, so and then I can pull that up. So I'll just resume this once I've got the cable in, just because it's going to be dark and you're not going to see anything anyway. So I just wired the old circuit. I just carried it on, so I've cut out. What I've done is I've cut out the circuit to the bathroom, and obviously the switch for the pull cord, and I've just put a maintenance 3 in just to carry the live on for the rest of the house, because obviously we're putting everything separate now because we need it for an RCBO. So I've just done that just to continue that circuit so the rest of the house is still functional, and then that's, I mean, some of this is fine cable wise, but there are some rubber cables under the floor. So now we're basically running a whole new lighting circuit for the bathroom then, so it's all new, and then it'll all be on the same RCBO, and then we can just tuck this one away. I'll get some clips in a minute just to clip that up, but I haven't got any up with me just yet. I'm just gonna run a new drop in for the light. I've just pulled it up through the cupboard, and then I've just got to pop this one back down through, clip these up, tidy this up, and then run one back to the switch for the extractor. But I've also got to drill an extractor hole out, so let's get on with that, shall we? Right, this is what we have. We pulled some cables around, so there's an in and out for the shower, and then I've just pulled them through down here for then James to tie in with the board. This is an old, the old feed for the old tower that was in here, so I'll get James to pull that out the board when he's here. I'll stick a Wago box over the top of that just for the time being. I've got a light feed, which is coming into this switch, which then loops off for the extractor, and then I've just got a single point for the light extractor. We'll have a pull cord again for the lighting in here, just because there's no room on the wall to put anything. This side seems a bit strange, and I'd have to surface mount it as well, just because there's a load of timber in this wall. Right, so I'm just gonna strip these. I used to use these for automotive stuff, but they work great for this. I haven't got the knack to use like croppers or anything like that. I'm just not very, so they save my hands, and it just ensures that I don't cut right through the copper as well. So right, make sure we're on and we're tight. We don't want any loose connections. I know damn well James is just going to come in and check these anyway, but yeah, really easy to wire up electric showers, especially ones like this. There's like, I mean, it's just 3 wires. As long as you get them in the right order and the right way around, there's not a lot I can go wrong. I'm not trying to be an electrician in any way, shape or form. I am a plumber, but I know enough to get, you know, to do this sort of stuff. So I am pretty competent with stuff like this, especially and just like basic wiring circuits and things as well, and for extractor, so switches for extractor and stuff like that. I'm pretty competent with stuff like that. So I'm just gonna get this shower back on, and then I'll do the extractor. So we'll wire that up next. Right, just got that extractor fan terminated, nice and neat. Got the shower cover back on. I'm just going to pop this light up and just terminate this light, and then I've got to pick up a pull cord. Steve's just cutting a panel because I've spoken to the customer now. We're going to panel this. We'll panel this box in, and we're just going to bring a panel around half height, same as the box in. I think it'll tie in a lot nicer. And then once we've got that on, we can then fit the base in. We can fit the toilet and start closing some of these panels up. I've just got to do that waste pipe fitting down there still in a second. We'll do that. and then we should start to look something like it. Got to alter this pipework now as well to bring it round. Run this 10mm round. We're just going to surface mount it because we're going to box this, so I can box the waste and things. And I just need to bring that 10mm round, poke it out at the other side of the wall. We're going to run a piece of trunking up here to the unit, and then that will tie in nice. Be good, won't it, Steve?
It will.
Yeah.
Bulbs grow, lamps glow.
Yeah, something like that. Right, I've just terminated that. There's no actual point for an earth in this, but it's an IP44 rated appliance, but I've just put the earth on the screw just because this is a metal casing, so I would have thought you would have to earth this. So I've just done that on the screw so it is earthed, so we can get a, you know, just because it's earthed in a wet room, in a wet environment. So I think that's alright. I guess James would tell me different, but I've just done what I thought really, so that's what we got anyway. And I think that'll be fine. It's tidy. So we just got to get bulbs because unfortunately they didn't send one. I'll have a look around in a minute, see if I can find one, but it's a screw in, so I don't think I will. But I can always pick one up. So yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna start getting some waste pipe in here now and start bringing this round. Steve's just cutting a panel to go across the back, so I can start setting that out. And we can start closing this all up and final finishing this. Right, so I've rejigged this pipework. The toilet is actually mounted. It's just filling up at the moment. Just flick the water back on just to make sure there's no leaks. So I've just come out the old lead with an adapter, 1990, and then in the back of the pan. So we'll use this one here to tie in our sink, just so it's just all on one line. It just simplifies things rather than trying to get another waste out the wall for the basin. Because as you know, from doing the one from the shower, it took me quite a long time to get through the wall and quite a few drill bits, quite a few drill core bits. So yeah, I'm gonna get the basin in now. And we can set that, so that's ready. Steve just panelled this around, and then I'm out of Steve's way. Then he can close this up, panel this up, and then this area, apart from trims, is done. And we've just got to run a small amount of boxing round, but that's it then. Right, so we've got those in now. We've got these in now, haven't we? Steve's working on cutting the panels and things like this. Let's close that end in. I'm gonna start unboxing and getting the shower screen up here and getting that fitted. So yeah, let's get the shower going. You Steve, get the screen in. Right, so I've just got this shower screen in, which is extremely heavy just from the size. It was a 2-man lift anyway, wasn't it, Steve? 2-man. It's quite heavy. So we've got that in, it's all fixed, level. I'm just going to put the trims on the inside. After I always like to put a bead of silicone just in the bottom corners on both sides. It does actually say to do it in the instructions, so in the MIs again, before we put these cover plates on, so they'll go on then after that. And then we'll be sealing this from the outside, and then we can put the door on. Well, I'll put the door on first and level everything up, just make sure it's all fine, and then we'll seal it up. So give everything a good clean down again, and then Steve's going to crack on carrying on with this boxing. Right, shower screen's in. Still got to close that end panel off, which I'm going to do in the morning. Steve's closed this side off already. It's all in, working, door's sealing good. So that's great. I've just sealed up the outside around the edges, so we can leave that to dry now until tomorrow. Yeah, we're packing up because it's actually home time. It's not a bad day really. We've got those cable drops in for James, which took a little while. Not a bad day, was it, Steve?
Not a bad day.
Not a bad day.
One of them days feels like not a lot got done, but it's all hidden.
Yeah, I mean,
hidden stuff in little bits.
Yeah, just a bit of boxing for the pipes to go round. These panels to finish off, just the side and the top. then we can get some trims on. Finishings off like toilet seat and bits and pieces, and any like adjustments that we need to do. We've got to get towel rail in as well, and then really just touching up some paint and some, you know, final finishing, trim finishing and sealing up, and for James to come and do his thing, because we've just got cables hanging out now. So that's what we've done. I just coiled it up and popped it back in the cupboard for the time being, brought his bonding out to there. So yeah, it's good. Right, we're going home. Say goodbye, Steve.
Goodbye, Steve.
Goodbye, Steve. See ya tomorrow.